Welcome, welcome, every single person who has decided to join this impromptu shedding and final closing of this snakeskin. That is just been so crazy and wanting to stay on or stay stuck or stay stagnant. So there's two streams going here. So if I'm looking up or I'm looking down, I apologize. But let's just start and we can just close our eyes. Just taking 3 deep breaths. Letting everything go before this moment, coming into the heart, coming into the true essence of the divine I am that I am. And as we call in our angels, our teams and our guides that are here to assist, and as we activate the divine truth of the eternal wisdom, as where 2 or more are present, I am. And by the holy name of Jesus Christ, I call in all healing to be received now, for the divine graces and the divine inheritance to be received in full, and to allow all souls that are present or that will catch the playback will receive the clarity that they are seeking at this time. Let them hear and see you, not I. Aho. All right, beautiful beings. So everyone has had such a powerful new year and transformations and resolutions, and that's amazing. However, one of the things that is so important is to take it very, very slow. Because when we talk about energetic hygiene and when we talk about manifestation and the law of attraction, we forget that we are vibrational beings. We are beings of massive amounts of energy. So all that it's saying is we don't manifest. The law of attraction it did the world a disservice because you don't manifest what you want. The universe delivers to you exactly what you are vibrating at. So if you do not like your waking reality, it is your responsibility. It is my responsibility to change my vibrational signature. This is quantum law. This is the most prophetic precision science there is. It is coherency. So the biggest thing of shedding the final snakeskin and letting go with grace, with love, with ease is the trajectory and the springboard that is going to allow you to get on the fire horse. And it's very funny because if you look at these 2 years that are coming in, horses are actually afraid of snakes. I just kind of put that together. So you can't get on your horse if you come in your old snakeskin. It's forbidden. You must shed the final snakeskin and let go of what no longer serves you, as hard as it is. And personally, I have been going through it and letting go, because what is being asked to be let go in my life right now is not bad. It's actually really, 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 really good. Really good. And to me, I'm sitting here like, oh my goodness, this is okay. So I'm going to give you an analogy and I'm going to tell you a story because you can come to your own conclusion. I want you to imagine that you have been waiting 10 years to buy your dream furniture set. 10 years. You've been saving up. You cut it out in the magazine. You've been looking for when it goes on sale. It is your dream furniture set, your TV, your entertainment set, your couch, your everything for your perfectly aesthetic home. And you finally ordered it. You finally saved up enough money. You finally ordered it. It's coming. You're ready. Okay, what has to happen? You have to take out that old couch. You have to take out that old couch. So you do. You take it out. You take out the old couch. It's gone. You're ready. Now we just have to wait for the furniture movers to get here. We have to wait for Art Van or I don't know. That was a furniture store when I was younger. You have to wait for the furniture movers to get here. Okay, it's being delivered to you. A little crazy. A little empty space. Looks a little weird. Feels a little weird. Can't really sit down. A little uncomfortable. You miss your couch. You miss watching your movies. You miss having your tea. You miss cuddling up. Okay? Yeah, it is uncomfortable. So what do? Do you go back out and do you get the old couch and bring it back in? When you know that in a couple days, or you know that that brand new furniture set, everything you ever wanted and saved for is coming. Okay? You guys, it is the hardest thing to let go. If it's something bad like alcoholism or drug use, that's easy. Or if someone's abusing you, or if it's a bad job, that's easy. But if it's something good, that's not bad, letting go of that is crazy. So, my personal experience, I was asked to let go of a person, a very, 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 very beautiful soul. He was an amazing soul, but he wasn't for me. He wasn't the soul. It wasn't that timeline. I knew, I had the knowing, and I have the vision, and I didn't listen. I held on. So I dragged that old couch back in. And that's what happens, because we have to take responsibility. So my team says this: if you don't want to let go, that's fine. You don't have to let go. But you must be responsible for what you receive. And that did it for me. We must be responsible for what we receive. So my team said, that's fine, hold on to him. But you're going to be responsible for delaying what you actually want. We're not responsible anymore because it's here. We're not responsible anymore because it's coming in. So that uncomfortability, that void, that space, that empty living room, we have to flip it. We have to flip it. And I'm going to show you how. Because focusing on the absence of the old couch, the ugliness of the living room, the inability to sit down is only going to pump out more distortion in the field. Remember, we're beings of energy. We're constantly moving. We're constantly giving off a vibration. Can't give that off. That's going to jam the frequency. So instead, think about all the beautiful things. How many more people you're going to entertain with the new living room? How many memories you're going to make? How many beautiful movies you're going to watch? How many beautiful meditations you're going to do? Go dance in the living room. Go dance in the space. Go utilize the void. Go utilize the space and start planning of all of the good things that's coming. Focus on what's coming in. Focus on what is coming in. Do not focus on what's leaving or what's asked to be being let go. And also remember, anything that is getting asked to be let go is coming in 100-fold, not 10-fold, not 7-fold, 100-fold. Okay. So if you're being asked to let go of a really good thing or what you thought was really good, what do you think's coming in? Perfection, alignment, And this man that I'm being asked to let go of was beautiful, but there was just 2 degrees off. And the reason why I was being asked to let go was because I was lowering my timeline. I was meeting him here. If I chose him, it was at a cost. So again, God said, go ahead, babe. You take all the time you need. That's our free will. You take all the time you need. However, you now are taking the responsibility for how and when you receive your blessing, because it's here at the door. It's hard, you guys. It's very hard. The pain is very real. Allow yourself to feel the emotion. Allow yourself to grieve. But you know what? Me and him, we ended it so consciously, so beautifully, in love, in gratitude, reminiscing about the memories, knowing that this is going to be one of the most challenging things that we're going to go through, but it's a lesson. It's an initiation. And you know what? If it's true love, it will always come back. If it's truly meant to be for you, it will always come back, because what's for you will find you. And what's not is being asked to be let go. So if you're being asked to let go of this final snake skin that is preventing you from getting on the horse and riding off into everything you ever wanted, discern. Come into your heart and ask, okay? Because responsibility is the ability to respond. This is the biggest thing, because I didn't view responsibility as that. I thought responsibility was blame. Oh, you're responsible for this. You're responsible. No, no, no. Responsibility is our power. I am responsible for my home. I am responsible for my income. I am responsible for my energetic signature. I am responsible for how I allow people to treat me. I am responsible for receiving my manifestations and blessings. I am responsible because we have to take the divine action. We have to take the aligned action. People, the universal quantum law is anything we put out, it comes back. We are sitting in an active plasma field. Dr. Wu Ping, who I love, who I met at Tesla Tech, who was supposed to be at the Longevity and Health and Wellness Conference in San Salvador, will rapidly explain it to you. Everything is moving. We know this. So everyone says, everything is energy. Everything is energy. Cool. Act like it. Everything is energy. So understand and take responsibility for what we are choosing. And no response is a response, because what we do not change, we choose. And the universe says, okay, she didn't let go. Okay, we got to keep giving her more. She did not move. She didn't take the first step. We got to keep giving her more. The universe is a glorified copying machine. Kinko's, FedEx, Office Max, Staples, it copies what we're vibrating at. So if we want something new and exciting, then we have to step into that. We have to celebrate what's coming in. Because if you feel it in your heart's desire and you were called to think about it, you were called to make a vision board about it, you were called to write it down in your notebook, you were called to pray about it, pretty sure it's for you. And I'm pretty sure that it's coming to you, because source does not give you inspiration or anything that you cannot attain. And that's why my visions and my desires are different from everybody else's. And the people that have the same vision and same desires in communities, that's the collective consciousness saying, hello, we're ready. And where 2 or more are gathered, the power of the I am is there. And if you ask anything where 2 or more are gathered with the power of the I am, watch out. We're all master alchemists. Watch out. How fast do you want it? So responsibility changed my life. I am responsible for my energetic vibration, and I am responsible for when and how I receive my blessings, my inheritance, my divine soul blueprint, my mission of why we came back here. Conscious or unconscious, the universe is always responding to you. And I'm sorry, guys, I took notes because I didn't even agree to do this. It's all prompted. Dr. Ken Fernandez texted me a message from a dear friend, and it was just like dropped in. So the past 48 hours, a lot has been coming in because a lot of us are going through it. And it's okay, because guess what? It's okay to feel. It's okay to feel the pain. Do you know how many times I called him? Do you know how many times I went back? Do you know how many times I drug the old couch in, sat on the old couch, hung out on the old couch, and thought about the new couch, thought about everything I wanted? It was like, gosh, damn, it's just not it. Many times. It took a whole year. And still, the past couple days, ripping out my heart. Knife in the heart, salt in the wound pain. Miserable. But the new furniture is coming. The person that is exactly for me is coming. Do not settle. Do not settle for the old couch when you saved up 10 years for the new one. Do not settle for the person when you know exactly how you want to be treated and who you are and how you want to walk and show up in the world. Do not settle in a job that is miserable, that is making you sick. Do not settle in a home or an environment that is not where you want to be. We are master creators. We are powerful beyond measure. And this is the era. This is the time that we ignite back to that and we move past that. So let's talk about this, getting over this fear. Okay. This wobble. Once you choose. Okay. So this is the choice I had to make. They said, listen, that's fine. You stay with him. You stay comfortable. The human being, naturally, we don't like comfort. And that's been so entrained in us. You look back to our evolution, or de-evolution, as you call it. And I say that because we're so sensitized. I'm sitting in a heated, controlled environment because where I am is a little chilly. You know, we get impatient if we can't log on to the Wi-Fi. We get irritated if the waiter doesn't come around or see us as soon as we sit down. Our patience, our tolerance is non-existent. So naturally, being uncomfortable is so uncomfortable to us that we freak out. We can't do it. So we run back to the old. We run back to the abusive relationship. We run back to the person that's really not for us. We run back to a job that doesn't pay us what we're worth. We run back to an old couch that it's very uncomfortable, whatever, it does the job. We settle because that's known. I know that old couch. I know that boss. I know the job. I know the relationship. Okay. But what don't you know? The magic, the miracles, the manifestation, the blessings, the desire, the highest version of yourself. So it's challenging. So honor it. Number one practice, and I've said this before, and it has changed my life. And this came to me during COVID when the whole world was shut down. I've never done this in my life. And when I started to do it, I thought I was actually crazy. Okay. Mirror work. What does it mean? Mirror work. Get in front of a mirror. Eye to eye, pupil to pupil. That is the fastest way to talk to your soul. That is the fastest way to connect into that I am presence. That is the fastest way to connect in to source intelligence. I am not special. I'm a human being just like you. The only difference may be that I have a direct conversation with Creator. Call it the stars, call it rainbow, call it a gold. I don't care what you call it, but whatever you identify that is keeping you alive and breathing and is waking you up, talk to it. Talk to that, because that is your compass. That is your map. That is your blueprint. We all have the ability to know exactly who we are, why we are here, and what we are called to do at this time on this planet. This is the great transition. Everyone woke up. We're all awake. We all see the illusion. Okay, let's stop talking about it. What are you going to do? So many of us on this call or on this channel has missions. We are mission souls. We are doing mission things. We said, hey, I'm going to come down to planet Earth again, and I'm going to make sure that I'm going to help out and participate. I'm going to give back. I'm going to do something. Okay, now it's time to do it. And if the things that are being asked to get let go of is blocking that, anchor in, call in that inner warrior. Why are you here? What did you come to do? What did you come to serve? How are you showing up? This is the time. This is the time. This is it. We're in it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to see aliens or fireballs or no. We are walking and breathing and in it. Let's talk about Yeshua for a second. When he was on planet, okay, he hid himself for 30 years. Then he came out publicly for the last 3. Everyone knew him. He was amongst. He was hanging out, chilling, living life. Okay, we're in it. There's still going to be a Walgreens. There's still going to be, yada, yada. But we're transitioning out of the enslavement systems. So whatever you're called to do, whatever your heart's desire is, that's saying, hey, get up on your fire horse and go gallop, do it. Let it go. Whatever it is, let it go with grace, because knowing what you have called in and knowing why you are here is knocking at your front door. Honor the pain, feel it, don't suppress it, but pain is the greatest teacher. Pain is the greatest teacher because it shapes you and it molds you and it renders out the strength. Every single one of us has probably had 100 arrows put into our back. Guarantee it. Not one of us has been privileged to get absolved from suffering. It's a crazy thing, but you have to flip it. The suffering and the pain have molded your character and your compass morale to who you are. It is the men and women that is sitting in front of me today listening to this. It is your strength. It is your powerhouse. It is your ability to show up and to lead. Your pain is your power. Because what you got out of and what you conquered, you now can give. You won that battle. Didn't kill you. You're still alive. You're watching this video. You're here. You're sound. Don't go back into the same loop. I went back into the same loop for a year. Every time we connected, it was beautiful. It was magical. It was wonderful. But then guess what? I realized, ooh, wow, Allison, you're settling. You're settling. And you want to know what? I then was blocking him. I was blocking him for all those magic and miracles. I was blocking him for his highest timeline. It sucked because he was amazing and I will always love him. That's the unconditional love. Always. You can always honor what's being asked to get let go of in a very graceful, beautiful way. Because then you're impregnating the collective consciousness that says, hey, you want to know what? I'm choosing myself. I chose myself and he chose himself, and there's nothing wrong with that. We came back together. It was great. And then it was like, God, I got to go right and I got to go left. And we try to force it. We try to force it. And that's what we do. We try to force it. We try to force the moving van to come faster to deliver the dream furniture. We try to force a timeline that's not yet ours or that isn't ours. If we're not supposed to be working on something or doing something right now. Everyone has a role in this new era. Everyone has a role that they came here to do. So that's the other thing, is to discern, what are you being called to do? I was told many times, no, not for you. Thank you so much for caring, but not for you. Because if I choose to be a policewoman, guess what? I'm not being a judge. If I choose to be a chef, I'm not being a school teacher. What you focus on and what you put your attention to will grow like a balloon. So it's time for you to expand what is yours. Not something that's not. This is a very powerful quote that shook me to my core, and I'm going to read it. And you guys can replace the word God with universe. You can replace the word God with source, whatever suits your boat. There is a time when the soul lives in God and when God lives in the soul. There is a time when the soul lives in God and when God lives in the soul. And I've experienced that. The way that I live my life is very unconventional. For the past 5 years, it's been this rapid movement of change. Go here, go there, go here, go there. I don't even know where I'm going next. And if you have met me at a conference or a retreat, or they're like, where are you going? I don't know. It's been very crazy. but that is allowing God to live in me. Universal source intelligence, eternal wisdom of all, creator of everything that you see, is directing me. And that's the divine faith that allows me to get up and get on a plane and go to any freaking country, anywhere in the world that I've never even heard of. And the moment that I land, magic, miracles, blessings, 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 because I'm listening and because I'm allowing. And that is the part of listening and allowing. That is the part of allowing God to live in the soul, not us to live in God. Oh, hey, please, God, give me this, give me this, give me this, give me. No, he's not Santa Claus. Yes, you can pray. Yes, you can have a dialect, but have you ever said thank you for anything that he's done? Or I say he because it's a father figure, but forgive me, source. Have you ever said thank you? Thank you for all of the things you protected me from, seen or unseen. Thank you for all the graces that you give. Thank you for waking me up. I just buried a friend on New Year's. Didn't make it to 2026. Okay. Thank you for waking me up. Thank you. I get to see my family another day. Thank you for the roof over my head, the clothes on my back, the water, and the thank you. And gratitude is the fastest way to get into a receptive mode. Thank you for asking this thing to leave. Thank you for taking this thing from me. Thank you for wanting to give me something so much better, even though I don't know what it is. And you want to know how many times I drove to Eucharistic adoration, how many times I drove to a church or cried on the bed? Oh my God, please, I can't do this. I can't, please, I'm too weak. That is fine. No one's asking you to do it perfectly. And I keep talking about Jesus because it was the last powerful prophet and messenger and divine incarnation of the I am on the planet. And he had his own humanity. Talk about Gethsemane. He's there sweating blood, crying, saying, hey, take this from me. I know why I came down here. I don't want to do it no more. Only if it's your will, please. He had human emotions because he was human. That's the humanity and divinity of him. And we are the exact same things. His true story was never told, as most of you know. And the true story of what he was trying to teach humanity, in which he will, and which he is, because he's present here right now, here with you, here on the planet, is the transfiguration. What he did, we all have the ability to do, is the transfiguration. Number one, connecting to God's source creator. Receive the power. We're all walking around like this, zombies cut off, on our phone, eating plastic, drinking polluted water, wearing synthetic clothing. Come on, are you kidding me? Plug into the power. You don't need AI for anything. Plug into source, plug into what actually wakes you up, plug into what made the oceans and what has the whales swimming around and what grows the trees. That's power. And everything, AI and all that, that's man-made. Who made man? Source. You want to talk about evolution? Who made evolution? Who made dirt? Who made whatever? It all came from source intelligence, a universal construct of consciousness, eternal wisdom. We are eternal, immortal beings. Claim it. This passes away. This goes somewhere. But this, your soul, your Mercurus plasma, that eternal light, goes into another dimension. That's why you can talk to your loved ones who've crossed over. Okay? Allow and align to what created you in order to receive the divine guidance and the strength. If you're being asked to let go of something, it is because something 100 times better is coming in. Have that faith, have that trust. And that is the definition of faith. You must have the faith in order for it to be. And 99.9% of miracles and healings is the power of belief, the power of the faith. Let's talk science, because I love science. Placebo. Dr. Kenneth Fernandez, met him at the placebo symposium in Austria or Germany, wherever Marcus Schmeck's, the creator of Healy and Time Waver Castle is. That was a phenomenal symposium. My favorite study is you had a German doctor who did knee surgery on 100 patients. 50 of them, half of them got the actual knee replacement, half of them did not. All of them went into surgery. All of them got incisions. All of them were shown their surgery video. And guess what? All of them healed. And 50% only received the actual knee replacement. That is the power of belief. And there is millions of studies like that. That is the power of belief. That is faith. That is the power of belief. And even Yeshua, when he was walking, Veronica touched the hem of his garment. It is by your faith that is what healed you. Get up and walk. It's challenging. This is not to diminish the pain. This is not to diminish how hard this is. It's very hard. This wasn't going to be easy, guys. But we have each other. We have one another. And we have the ability to say, hey, you know what? It's a little painful. It's a little challenging. Can I have a little longer? Can you give me the strength to move on? Can you give me the strength? Can you help me do this? And the beautiful thing is when you start asking for help and assistance, guess what? It comes almost instantaneously. You all have a guardian angel. You all have people watching over you more than you know. We all do. And it's sad because some of the angels, they tell me, they say, I really wish that, Kim or Tommy would call on me because they don't say anything. And by our free will, they don't act unless we ask them to. That's why they're not just swooping and doing it. Now, if there's a car accident or something happens, then yeah, absolutely. They're going to probably swoop in and save a life, but sometimes they don't, it's just, they do what they do. So I am responsible for what and when I receive. I am responsible for my vibrations. I am responsible for my actions. I am responsible for my wobble. I am responsible for my inability to choose. I am responsible for wanting to go back to the old thing. When you start saying, I am responsible for, it really starts to check you and put you into a place of, ooh, hold on a minute. I don't want to be responsible for dragging that old couch back in here. I don't want to be responsible for missing out on my blessings and everything I ever asked for coming. I don't want to be responsible for delaying that delivery. I don't want to be, no. Makes you let go a little bit easier. So the void, what we're in right now, I call it the great gestation station. It's the darkness. You don't know what's coming. You don't see the next thing. You don't see your horse right now. You might see it far in the distance. You don't know when you're able to get on it. February 17th is coming up, but guess what? If you have any essence of any old snakeskin in, on, or around you, you're not getting on. You can't. It's forbidden because you're vibrating at an energetic signature here, and the horse is there. They're discoherent. You're going to be two ships passing in the night, and that's okay. You have the free will. You'll get it next time. So there's no wrong, there's no shame, there's no wrong in that. If you need more time, take more time. My team was very gentle with me. If you need more time, take more time. But you have to be responsible for that. What is removed is replaced. That's another thing that came in when I was in meditation. They said, listen, chick, the universe is constantly moving. There's no empty space in the universe. There's no empty void. It is constantly replaced with something. So when something is taken out, it's very rapidly filled in with something. So whatever we're energetically vibrating at, that's what it's going to be rapidly filled in. That's why I'm saying, okay, I chose the new furniture. I chose the dream furniture. I chose to receive my blessing. So I'm not going to sit in my empty living room. I'm not going to sit in my empty living room complaining. Oh God, it's cold. Oh God, it's so hard. No. I'm going to dance. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to write down everything I'm going to do when the new furniture comes in. I'm going to experience and manifest and put out the vibrational field of all the people that I'm going to have over, the dinner parties I'm going to host, the memories I'm going to make, the laughter, the tease, the move, all of it. Focusing on the new, focusing on the new, focusing on the new. What is that doing? Turning up the vibration, pumping out to the universe the vibration. Every thought that we have, you are sending out. Get that in your mind. Every thought is a direct imprint that you are putting on this plasmatic universe. And when you get super conscious and aware, you start to check yourself like, ooh. And even my work colleague, I call him out. I said, don't say we're not closing. Don't say there's a delay, because what you say and what you think will happen, because it's a program. You're sending it out. So program and think about everything you want, all the new, all the new, all the new, all the new. Because if you focus on what's being asked to leave and you focus on what you're letting go of, you're going to block it. You're going to get stuck here. You're going to get sucked back in the loop. Okay. This is another powerful one. The order that you put out to the universe. Make sure it's what you want, guys. Okay. Same thing. And I'm going to tell you a story and an analogy, and I'm going to describe it to you like this. I'm a very visual person. So for me, it's, if I can break it down to like a 5-year-old, then I get it. And it's easier for me to understand it that way. If you keep getting sick at a restaurant and you keep going there and you keep ordering like mac and cheese and you keep getting violently sick, stop ordering the mac and cheese. Like, stop putting that order in. Oh my God, I just threw up. And oh my God, I just spent the whole night in the bathroom. Hey, can I have another order? Oh my God, I'm just, oh, okay. It was horrible. But I want it again. That's kind of crazy. But we do that. That's what I was doing. I was looping in, kept looping in. And it gets so normal that we start to think that that's normal. I'm like, another mac and cheese, and I'm like, oh my God, I had to sit myself down again. Mirror work, soul to soul mirror work, go into the mirror, talk to yourself in the mirror. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why do you keep ordering that mac and cheese? It might taste good for 1 second, but then you're sick and it hurts. And it takes every ounce of energy out of you. What are you doing? And that's hard, you guys. That is very hard, to sit yourself down and parent yourself and be spiritually responsible. That word responsible again, the ability to respond. I have the ability to respond and say, no more mac and cheese. I have the ability to say, no, I'm not going to go to that restaurant. No, I'm not going to order that food. I have the conscious choice and the ability to choose, the ability to respond and to pick a different restaurant or pick a different order. So use that analogy and apply it to your situation. What loop system are you stuck in right now? What do you keep ordering that keeps causing you pain, discomfort, dis-ease, and discoherency in your life? Sit down with yourself and be gentle. This isn't a blame game, because this is happening to you so you can learn. When something keeps looping back into your life, it's because the lesson hasn't been learned yet. Source will repeat it over and over and over and over and over again until you learn it. Source is patient. It's infinite. It's eternal. This life is a blink of an eye. Boom, over, done, finito. So source will wait. That's cool. My team is so patient. Now I'm a little better, but before it was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? But I was in some very terrible loops. And one of them almost killed me. That's how bad it was. And I can't hold one more. One more. So we have to be willing to look at the loops that we're stuck in, and we have to be willing to take responsibility for that. Because remember, what we don't change, you guys, we are consciously saying, hey, I choose this. I choose the food poisoning over and over and over and over and over. And then when we look at it like that, we're like, God, this is kind of stupid that we keep driving ourselves to a restaurant to order food that is killing us and making us really sick. Relationships, work environments, friendships, places we're hanging out at, food we're ingesting, whatever it is, whatever loop you're stuck in, identify it and let it go with grace. Don't take it into this year. Get the gold star, get the A+, say, hey, I got the lesson now. And then put your order in. Another story. I think Dolores Cannon, bless her soul, crossed over. She told this story where she talked about, okay, you go to a restaurant and you order a hamburger. Okay, you're gonna get a hamburger, but you might not like what you get on that hamburger. Doesn't have pickles, doesn't have onions, doesn't have ketchup, doesn't have mustard. It's just like, you're like, hey, wait, hold on. Like, you just said hamburger. So when you are putting your order into the universe, when you are calling something in, be very specific. And if you don't know, quiet the mind, come into the heart where the eternal, immortal self of the I am lives in the inner chamber, and ask. And if some of you guys have a hard time getting into the heart, which I did, it took me a while because my brain rapidly goes, Drunvalo Melchizedek has a very powerful meditation about getting into the heart. Also, sitting in front of the mirror and looking pupil to pupil, eye to eye is also a shortcut and very fascinating. And sometimes for people who are more visual like myself, it's a direct communication with your soul. And it's very powerful. Your responsibility. Prepare. Because you want to know what I was doing? I kept focusing on the absence of what was asking to leave. And it sucked. And I was like, oh my God, like I made the wrong decision. And oh my God, like this is so crazy. And all the good things and all the good times, you know? And guess what I was doing? Cranking down, cranking down, cranking down, cranking down, jamming my vibration. So you want to know what? The past 2 weeks have been like really shitty, sad, depressed, like no magic, no miracles. And my team's just like, dude, you know everything you wanted, right? And I'm like, yeah. They're like, here. Why aren't you looking here? Why are you looking here? And they're right. And again, it's because what's being asked to leave isn't bad. He was a great person. It was a great couch. It was a great boss. It was a wonderful gym. It was an amazing hometown. It was a great community. It was an awesome country to live in. I also had to leave the country I was living in. But there's more magic. There's more to experience. So when everything that I ever wanted is here, we have to look here and focus on what's here. Thank you for bringing me everything I ever wanted. Thank you for allowing me to experience even more alignment and magic and miracles. Thank you for finally trusting me to steward this, whatever. But gratitude, thank you, thank you. And then that comes more and more and more and more and more and more and more into your vessel. This is about expansion. This is about expansion. And one of the things that's also helped me let go with grace is, okay, there's two things. So again, I'm going to use the couch analogy because it's very easy for you to feel it viscerally, and then you can apply it to your situation. Close your eyes and you sit. What does it feel like to lay on an old couch? What does it feel like to sit on the old couch? What does it feel like to look at the old couch in the living room? What does it feel like to get the dream couch that you wanted for 10 years? What does it feel like to have the dream couch that you saved up for 10 years? What does it feel like to have the dream living room furniture set that you've been waiting everything for? Two different feelings. Very two different feelings. Going back to him felt like contraction, felt wrong. My body responded. Temporary pleasure, maybe. Temporary, like, oh, okay, I'm safe again. Okay, I'm not alone. Okay, I'm safe. But I knew deep down in my soul that that wasn't my true person. Old couch is great, does the job. But everything I ever wanted and called in is here now. Which one are you going to take? And again, it doesn't matter. You have the free will, but know that you are responsible for whatever you decide, whatever you choose. You can have the magic and miracles and the dream couch and the dream living room set that you always wanted, and have all the amazing parties and joy and fun and entertainment and new friends and new memories. Or you can have the old couch and sit and cry and blame and wonder why. And that's okay, because guess what? I took the old couch many times. I am a track star when it comes to Laughter on the Labyrinth. That's why this topic hits home to my heart, because I was very stubborn. I still kind of am in some ways, but when it comes to this, I've been getting more and more gentler. I've been listening a lot more, but I have taken the old couch many times. And comfortability does not serve you, because guess what? Next year, here's the lesson again. The lesson will always come back. Be in joy. Be in joy, and know that everything is here to support you. And what's being asked to leave is because you have so much beauty that is coming in. You have so much grace that is coming in. You have so much wonder and awe that is coming in. So I will leave you with a very powerful manifestation tool and letting go tool that always works. Sit down with your future self. Sit down with your higher self. It is very powerful. And again, I go in front of the mirror. The mirror is my favorite place because it's the fastest way to talk eye to eye. But sit down with your future self. Let him easily, gracefully pull you in. Because they're there. They're ready. And you know what? When you sit down with them and you come and you quiet your mind, calling down the white perpetual light from Great Father, Great Mother, Great Spirit, coming into my heart space, calling up the violet flame through my body, my aura, my energy field, across all dimensions and all timelines. And just allowing my mind, my body, my soul to rest in you, God, Source Creator. Coming to that infinite knowing that I am held, that I am protected, that I am provided for, that everything is in divine order and all is well. And I ask that you place your hand on my heart and you show me this future version of myself. Show me this timeline that you are asking me to step into. Show me this vision that you have planned for me. Show me this path that you are asking me to walk. Give me a glimpse so I can have the faith and the strength and the courage to take a step on the path. Give me the strength to see what you see for me so I can let go with ease and calmness and gentleness. Allow me the eternal wisdom of the divine knowing of what your plan is for me here on this planet, to allow me to step forward in confidence and excitement and joy. Allow me to see what you see, to take the divine aligned action in order to receive peace that passes all understanding, expansion, and receiving the divine inheritance you have planned for me. Take this pain, take this anxiety, take this worry, take this fear. It's too much. It's weighing me down. You promised to come to you if I needed rest. You promised to take anything that was too much from me. Please take this from me now. I ask for the divine grace to see what you see, to help me understand what you know, so I can know it too. Just allowing the stillness and the calmness in your heart. Just allowing your guardian angel to grace you with their presence. Allowing the knowing that you were put here on this planet for a reason. You have a purpose. You have a power. You know. And as you come to the innermost chamber of your heart, turn around and look who's sitting there. Go meet your higher self. Go talk to your future self, who's ready to lead you into the next powerful year of everything you've been waiting for. Allow them to guide you. Allow them to hold you. Allow them to coach you, because they are you. What you are seeing, what you are desiring, what you are feeling, what you are seeking has found you. But in order for you to experience it, you must respond. You must take responsibility and respond. Respond to the call. Respond to get on the fire horse or to not. And if you don't, that's okay. The snake still gets there too, but it takes him a hell of a lot faster, because you have to crawl on the belly. The horse, whew, it's going, it's galloping. Oh, beautiful beings. All right, I'm going to leave it at that. Much love to you guys, and I hope this helped assist any of those who have felt the wobble or felt the fear of the unknown, or crawled back in, and got the old couch. And we're all guilty of it. We're all human. But if we take responsibility for our vibrational signature, and we take responsibility, this is the other thing. Before I go, get a talisman, or get something that has, that when you look at that is the new, right? So for example, let's say new home, new country, new job, new career, new relationship, new whatever. Find something, a medal, a medallion, a rosary. This is a very powerful rosary that I got in Medjugorje. It's a warrior rosary, as you can see. Find something and program it. So a ring I actually have a medal that I got recently that I program and I wear it around my neck. So I know anytime I want to go back to the old, anytime that I'm like, whoa, hold on. And I look at it or I hold it or I grab it, and it will help you. It will help you. So much love, you guys. And I'm so excited. And thank you for all of you who are being energetically responsible and showing up in the world as beautiful beings and frequency stabilizers for this new era. It's not a new season. It's a new era. And I think it's one of the most powerful one. I know that it's the most powerful one. It's everything that we've been waiting for. All right. Bye to YouTube. Bye to Instagram. And yeah, I'm not going to say when I'll see you next because I don't know. I'm in the flow. All right, guys. Let me end this here. Let me end this here. All right. Bye, guys.